Good morning. How is everybody keeping? Just going to adjust my chair slightly, and I'm just going to share in a couple of places and wait to see if anybody joins us. So we are Saturday, 3 weeks in to lockdown, with at least another 3 weeks to go here in the UK. So just trying to work out my computer. It just had a funny 5 minutes on me and decided that it wasn't going to actually connect to the internet. Here we go. And I'm sure my video still will leave me on a really lovely shot, as it always does. Just going to share this onto... how can I do this? Oh, the choice. So I need to share. No, I don't want to start a watch party. I want to do that. One of these days we'll figure it out. There we go. So, I'm going to leave it for a couple of moments and see if anybody joins us. I might actually figure out how to do live videos and share them properly one of these days. I'm sure it keeps changing every time I do it. I used to be able to actually share them from my phone, but I don't seem to be able to do that anymore. And my webcam video isn't all that great. It doesn't leave a very good picture, so I prefer to do it through my mobile. So how is everybody keeping? If you're watching, do drop me a hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from and what you're up to today on this Saturday. I would say a sunny Saturday, but the weather seems to have taken a bit of a turn, although it is still dry, so we can still get some time outside later. Although I'm doing some decluttering this morning and then planning on playing some games with the children later today. So what have you got planned for today? Let me know in the comments. I couldn't find my favourite cup this morning. Be brave, be bold, be you. So I've opted for Spider-Man. So, is there anybody out there this morning that is going to join us and say hello? So obviously, those of you that don't know me, my name is Abby and I run Calibo Creations. I'm talking very quietly because I've got family in the background, my husband and my youngest trying to watch TV. And I don't normally do lives when my husband's in the house because for some reason it makes me really nervous. I always think he's kind of not judging as such, that's the wrong word, but it just makes me feel really uncomfortable for some reason. Morning Mari, how are you keeping, my love? Thank you very much for joining us. So yeah, as you know, I was making the favours for parties, but obviously in this lockdown and restriction period. Am I making too much noise there?
No, it's
okay. Parties are obviously not occurring at the moment, so I was trying to think of some other ideas of what I could do with the stuff that I had here. So I created the positivity and hope bracelets and keyrings, which come with a poem. There's 3 poems to choose from. I may write some more. And these are obviously little pocket hugs, words of love and care that you can send to your loved ones to let them know that you're thinking of them, that they're in your heart. Whilst you may not be able to be with them physically, you've got a piece of them there with you. Excuse me. I did make one for a friend, one for her and one for her son, because her son was struggling with his anxiety at the moment. So she wanted something for him to feel connected to her to try and ease the anxiety. Originally my thought was that I was going to do these to support funds towards the funerals, etc. of the coronavirus and to help those that had lost their lives. But I wasn't getting a huge amount of response on that, and I think that was perhaps because it was a cause that I had created myself and was trying to obviously people weren't familiar with it and didn't know what it was that I was doing. So I've had a rethink. I was very close to giving up because I wasn't having much support. But then I thought, no, I'm not going to, because I want to help people. I want to help as many people as I can, because that's the sort of person I am. I like to support in any way that I can. So I had a rethink last night in particular, and I've decided that instead of raising it for the funerals, I'm going to support Mind UK, which is a mental health awareness charity, because at this time of change and uncertainty, our mental health is more important now than it ever has been before, because there are a lot of people obviously being lonely, not having visitors, particularly the elderly are vulnerable in more ways than one at this time. Mums at home, particularly single mums, having to deal with their children not in school and nursery, it can all become quite overwhelming. The frontline workers that are having to see the stresses and the impact of this on a day-to-day basis, people having to live on furlough, people not knowing where their next money's coming from, all of this is going to have a huge impact. The children as well, not knowing quite what's happening, not being able to see their friends, not being able to go out and play, all of these things are going to have an impact on everybody. So there's not enough funds go into the mental health in the UK anyway. I myself battle with mental health issues, and I know how crucial it is to have the support available to you out there, and it is extremely important, especially now, because more people are going to need to be reaching out. If you are struggling, please do reach out to anybody. Do not suffer in silence. We need to break the continued taboo around mental health. Just because you are struggling doesn't mean that you have failed. It is only one day, and you can pick it up and you can move forwards. So that's what the money will be going towards. I have increased the costs slightly. They are now £4 each. This is for two reasons. This is one, to cover the PayPal costs that I didn't consider when I priced them originally, and secondly, to enable more money to be donated. Obviously, I appreciate that not everybody wants to purchase a bracelet or a keyring to send to their loved ones, so I am trying to think of other ways in which funds can be raised. If you have any ideas of what you could sponsor me doing, I'm up for pretty much anything, but obviously it has to be able to be done within the lockdown restrictions. One of the things I was considering doing was shaving my head again. I've got very fond of the green. I've actually re-dyed it this morning with major black roots, lockdown hair going on, but I don't care. I love the green, but yes, I would shave it all off again for charity, because that's what I do. Any other things that you can think of that I could do, I am open to suggestions. I am also going to create an online auction for the colourings that I have been doing over the years. I forgot to mute my notifications. Because they may just, something might take your fancy, might add a bit of colour onto a wall, might be something that matches something else in your house. Obviously, I know that not everybody's going to be interested in those anyway, but they do take a considerable amount of time to do, but there will be no minimum starting cost on those. So yeah, I implore you to please support this cause, because we never know when we're going to need support with our mental health, or when our children are going to need it. If you've got children that are struggling, then do reach out and speak to Mind UK as well. There are lots of things that they can do to help support you at this time and give you ideas and suggestions. They have their central organisation, and then there's obviously different areas, so you can find your local one. What else was I going to say? I get really nervous doing lives when my husband's here. I really don't know why. Oh yes, my page has reached 300 likes. Woohoo! So I think we will have a giveaway, so keep your eyes open for that. I will have a think about what I can do. It will probably be a keyring or bracelet of your choice, plus something else that can be posted to the winner. I'll decide on how I'm going to choose that, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. Please do share the video, share the page and the posts with your friends and your loved ones. If you want to purchase a bracelet or a keyring, do just let me know, or they can be purchased direct from my shop on my page. There are 3 poems, like I say, at the moment. We have number 1, we may have to spend some time apart, but no matter how far, you're in my heart. We have, times may be tough, but we'll get through, whilst you've got me and I've got you. And then we have, life may be on hold, but our minds are free. Together we'll stand as one unity, because it is all about coming together as community and supporting one another in any way in which we can at this time. If you know somebody that is on their own, drop them a note through their door or give them a call if you have their number. Just check in on them, make sure that they are okay. Because obviously a lot of people do suffer in silence. They don't like to feel as if they're a burden. They don't like to ask for help. So just make sure that they're okay. Perhaps arrange for a little food hamper to be delivered to them, just to make sure that they have got enough food or essentials to keep them going. I know there are organisations that are doing this as well at the moment, but if you've got someone, particularly someone that's elderly and someone that is vulnerable, that would normally have visitors or doesn't normally have visitors and has even less now, just check in on them. Or if you know a mother whose husband is a key worker and is out and she's at home with the children a lot, just a little message or a phone call, just let them know that you're thinking of them. If there is any other ideas of things that you would like to see that I can create, I would be more than happy to accommodate that for you. And any queries, please do give me a shout. So thank you very, very much for tuning in. If you are watching on the replay as well, drop me a hashtag replay and let me know where you're watching from. And like I say, please do share with your friends, with your family, and on any pages or groups that you manage. That would be very much appreciated to get the word out there, as I would like to raise as much as I can possibly do so for Mind UK, because like I say, it is something that any one of us could need at any time in the not too distant future. And don't be afraid to ask for help. My inbox is always open. So I'm going to leave you there for now on this, I will say sunny, it's hiding behind the clouds, sunny Saturday. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for watching, it's very much appreciated. Take care and stay safe, and I will catch up with you soon. Much love, bye bye.